Hey guys, this is Caleb, owner of Spruce Lawn Care. We're going to be doing about 200 to 250,000 this year in our lawn care business. Wanted to make this video for you guys today to pretty much go over how to increase your close ratio and how to get more jobs on the schedule during this period of time as we are going into a winter season. So for us right now, we're just at the beginning. Some people, it's already snowing, right? Here in Texas, we don't really get much snow. Usually we get a little bit of ice, maybe in February, but it's not too much. So wanted to go over with you guys a couple of the ways that I am able to increase my close ratio and maybe some tips on, maybe some of these tips can help you guys out. So number one, the biggest thing that I've changed in my business to be able to get a higher close ratio is speed of delivery, meaning speed of delivery of the estimate to the client. So a lot of times, or back then, whenever I had just started, even last year, my quotes were taking a day, 2 days, 3 days to get back to the client. Within that period of time of 1 to 3 days, that customer is already looking around at other companies. They're not just looking at you; they're looking at multiple different avenues and other companies and quotes that they could get for the service. So whoever could get the quote to the client the quickest is much more likely to win, right? So for me, I want to be able to get a quote out to somebody. If they call me over the phone, I want to get it done over the phone. Now, that's if you're able to quote over the phone. For us, we do our quotes for our mowing quotes over through satellite image. So we can basically take a satellite image and measure the square footage of somebody's property and get them a price over the phone based on the amount and square feet. The square footage of their lawn, we could get them a price based off of that quite easily. So that's one way that we've been able to increase our close ratio. That's probably the number one, is speed to delivery on estimates. Okay, so the second way that I have increased my close ratio is by knocking on the door while I'm at the client's property that is asked for. So it used to be where I would just go to the customer's property once they've requested a quote for, let's say, landscaping. Let's say they wanted their bushes trimmed, they want new mulch put down. I would simply just go to their property and I would just email them a quote. Now, that's going to lead to the customer kind of just getting it and then they're going to forget about it, right? They will quickly forget about your quote. And there's also no pressure there for this client. So when you knock on the door and you say, "Hey, Miss Jones, how's it going? Here to get you your quote. Gonna take a quick look at it. I'm gonna come back and knock on the door again to go over this price of what we'll be doing with you." So I do this every time for any estimates that people ask for. So like I said, it used to be I would just stop by without them even being there, take a look at it, send them the estimate over email, and that would lead to a lower close ratio because there's no pressure, there's no in-person touch, that personal touch to the estimate. So you'll see once you go and knock on the door and give them the price, you'll see a much higher rate of won estimates over just sending it to them, at least from what I've seen in my business. So that's a great tip. So number three would be the professionalism that you bring. So if you go to an estimate in, let's say cargo shorts and a basic shirt or like a wife beater, what's the customer going to think? They're going to think, who is this guy? Who is this random person? If you come to a property in a logo shirt, they're going to have a much higher trust in you than the guy who's wearing a wife beater and it's all dirty and it looks nasty, right? Nothing against that guy, by the way. I was there whenever I started. I didn't know what I was doing. That's totally fine. But once you can afford to get a decent uniform, put logos on your truck, keep your truck outside of your truck clean, Um, have a good attitude, bring a smile. Whenever you go up to them, shake their hand. Hey, Miss Jones, how's it going? Give them a big smile. This stuff really goes a long way with people. So this is important for creating trust in that customer, because if this is someone that you have never done work for, they have zero trust in you. They don't know who you are. So this is a great way to be able to build some trust with someone, right? If you come up in a great uniform, great logos on your truck, they're gonna have a lot more trust in you than the guy that has a dirty shirt that's all ripped up and he's wearing shorts and, you know, looks all scraggly, right? All right, so that's all that I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, a like and a subscribe really helps, because got a pretty new channel here, so really appreciate it. Like I said, comment down below if you have any questions, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.